What's up, guys? It's your girl Christina and I am back with another video. This is the makeup look that I had with the top knot tutorial showing you how to do this look. This time I'm not doing a voiceover. I'm going to talk throughout the video, so that's probably why it's a little bit longer, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just wanted to do something different, so let's get right into it. Okay guys, my skin is freshly washed, clean, prepped and everything to start applying my makeup. Now I'm gonna put on a lip gloss because I'm doing a matte lipstick. Even if you wasn't doing a matte lipstick, you should always do this. Hydrate your lips so you can have like a smooth, perfect lip that you want. By me doing something matte, knowing that it's a little drying, I definitely want my lips to be hydrated. I'm using a Smashbox lip gloss called The Mindful. It has cannabis oil in it, jojoba, however you pronounce that. They got all different kind of oils in it, and it really hydrates your lips. As you can see, it's not oily or too shiny or anything. It's really just moisturizing. So now, once I do that, I'm gonna let that sit. Now, how I've been doing my face lately, I'm gonna start with the foundation part in the middle area of my forehead. I like to do that because I like to, cover the area around my brows, so I don't have to be too detailed when it comes to that area. So if I put the foundation on first and deal with all this, I can just go on and finish the rest of my makeup with no problem. Like, I don't like having to be so tedious in making sure I'm not messing this up or something like that. So that's why I like to do my foundation in the center and on my forehead first. I'm gonna use a small brush just so I can get into that area. Now I'm gonna take a brush just like that one and go in with my contour. I like this Ruby Kiss palette. I'm gonna use this color. As you can see, I use it a lot. So I'm gonna use that one. I just want to frame my face, create a shadow around my forehead. See how I'm getting all around the brow area? If I had my brows filled in already, I'd have been messed all that up. Now that that's finished, I want to go in with my Got To Be glue and gel my brows down. This is my favorite step. This trick here has been my best friend. I mean, just to have those brows slicked down, mind you, it makes it easier to fill your brows in too, because now that they're not moving when you're filling them in, you just kind of like tracing them because they get, they get hard, they get stiff. I mean, it's perfect. You should definitely try it. Definitely want to brush them in the direction that they grow. See? Another thing too with your brows, make sure your brows are clean and arched. I wish I would have did that on camera. I didn't. I use a razor blade to clean my brows up, but it helps your brows come out so much better, make them easier to fill in and everything. So always make sure your brows are waxed, arched, whatever you use. Just make sure they're clean. Next, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier powder. This is the translucent. And I'm just gonna set the foundation on my forehead. Use a small little fluffy brush. Nothing too big because I wanna get just right in that area. So I'm gonna use a brush that's fit. Something too big, I don't have any control. Even though I can, but it's so much easier and better. Now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer and set my contour. So we can blend that all back in together. I would set my brows with a little powder too, but I can still feel that they're a little wet, so I'll wait till they dry some more. Oh, you know what I forgot? I want to put the foundation here because I'm about to contour, but I don't want to put too much close to my eyes because it's really not safe to put foundation. You're not supposed to put foundation on the eye area, under the eye, because it's not ophthalmologist tested, so it's not safe. Sometimes when you water up real fast, that could be one of the problems. Now I'm gonna go in with the same color that I used to contour my forehead, and I'm going to contour out my nose using this fine, well, it's not fine, it's kind of dense, but still just a little fluffy. I'm not gonna lie, I be so scared when I do this part because it's so tedious, like, oh. And you really have to be careful when doing this because sometimes if you do it crooked, your nose will look crooked. I noticed in a video I did not too long ago, I was like, wait a minute, my nose look crooked. I said, oh wait, I gotta take my time with that contour. Like, that's really something. If you want contour, that's not something that you should just rush through. Like, if you're not good with it, just don't do it. I'm telling you. As an artist, I'm telling you, don't do it. But I be determined, like, I'm gonna perfect this with my eyes closed. Like, that's always my goal. All right, I think that's it. But see why I like doing this part first? Because, you know, I don't have to worry about messing up my eyes and messing up my highlight and stuff. Like, I can just, you know, get right into it. Now that I did that, it's time for me to highlight the middle part of my nose, the bridge of my nose. I'm going to use a shade, 2 shades lighter, as I always say. One day I'll do a video showing 3 or 4 shades lighter. But that's real dramatic. Oh, I'm using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. They don't make these anymore. I think they discontinued it, but I really like it. and start filling them in. See how my hairs aren't moving out of place or anything? And I'm just tracing around them. Now that that's done, I'm gonna just trace it with my concealer. Well, this is actually a foundation palette from Makeup Forever. I use this one. You could use a cream concealer. Some people use regular liquid concealer. I like the cream because it gives me more control and I like the consistency better. I'm gonna use this shade here. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade here, which is closer to my skin tone, and do the outer and inner corner of my brow. I don't have to do much in the front. If you notice, you see my contour already kind of did it in the front. See, I didn't even touch this side yet here, but you can see. So that's why, that's one of the, you know, perks with doing that area first. I'm gonna use this brush here to blend the edges of it. Now I'm going to use my Kat Von D concealer in my complexion, just for the inner corners here. I'm going to use the same brush again. Because I had a good bit of product, that's why I'm using my beauty blender, just to kind of blend that out a little bit. Now when I'm doing this side, I'm making sure that it's even to how it's applied on this side. pretty even, I think. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wait. All right, I'm gonna use some residue, some powder residue on my brush and just kind of set that just a little bit. For now. Now I'm gonna go in and use my P. Louise eyeshadow base. It's the same one I did the contour and everything with. You want to make sure that's blended, so I'm going to take a blending brush like this one here, and just blend the edges. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my transition color, which one would I use? This one here. Okay, once I got my buffer color in, and for this look, if you notice, I brought my buffer color in closer to the center part of my eyelid because I want that to blend. I'm gonna add a darker color on the outer crease. So I want that darker crease to be blended going inward because I'm gonna put another lighter color here. So that's one of the key tricks when you wanna blend. Blend your darker color with the color you used before, or blend your darker color with your transition color. You'll see what I'm saying. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this darker color here, a dark brown. So it's probably like 2 shades or 1 shade darker than the transition color, but not too much because I'm not doing anything too dramatic, but I'm still giving it more definition. I'm gonna use this blending brush, something a little smaller, and go right in the crease of my eye. Right in the corner crease, I'm sorry. Now you see how it's looking blended already? Because I have that transition color right there. So it's going into its blending, if that makes sense. All right, now I can add in my lighter color in the inner area. All right, this was the shade that I used here. So. And see how I'm just lightly blending it in my tear duct area. I'm not bringing it too far down here. I'm just keeping it right there. And see how that just kind of opened up your eyes a little bit more? I'm gonna use this dark plum color. I'm gonna use that color as my eyeliner. I love how a little goes a long way. Like, you do not have to use that much. Hence why I didn't have to use a beauty blender or a sponge. Now I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D concealer. Now I'm gonna go in with the darker color. Well, the color that's my complexion. See how I'm blending in that area? I just want to soften those edges up. Here I have this line here. To blend that, let me show you a little trick. I'm going to use this cream foundation palette, or you can use your foundation. And I'm going to put my color just a little bit on the sponge. Oh, wait, girl, that wasn't it. Ooh. Hold up, I put too much in. So all I'm gonna do is go back and fix it, because once again, like I always tell people, it's makeup, it can be fixed. Let's go to that darker color right there. All right, that's better. Ooh. I was scared right quick, girl. I'm not. That's why I always suggest people have multiple color foundations in their personal kit. Not really multiple colors, but at least the next, you know, the next shade from your original shade. Because you just never know if your color is going to change, if you need to fix something. And a shade, just one shade over, always works good for blending. See? Now, look at that. Perfect. Now, is my nose line straight? I don't know, but we're going to see. Now, I'm going to go in with my contour. The same one that I used on my forehead, I'm going to use on my cheek. 10 years ago. Like literally 10 years ago. Absolute favorite. And I'm gonna add a little blush just to flush out my cheeks, give it a little pinky tone. I love this blush. It is Orgasm by NARS. Super popular blush. Everybody should have it in their kits. Once that's done, what am I doing next? Oh, all over powder. My go-to powder right now is the Morph Filter Effect. Super smooth finishing powder. I like how it's a matte finish and it stays matte. It don't get me oily or anything. So right now I'm going over with the powder just to kind of marry everything and just make sure everything is well blended and set. See how the powder just brings everything together? For my highlighter, I'm using a Hyper Real Glow. I use this all the time. I like to use these two colors. Use a small brush. And I mean very lightly. I'm gonna use an even smaller brush again and do my nose. Just in those two spots. Now that that's done, mascara. One of the biggest things with this look was the mascara that I did. This always helps pop your makeup, especially when you're doing certain looks. Really putting a good bit of mascara on them bottom lashes. It just make the look just give it more volume, like more volume, like more drama to it, but in a subtle way. All right, it's good to let it dry for maybe a minute and then reapply some more. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna do my top lashes too. Doing your top lashes, even though you know you're gonna put lashes on, it helps the lash, it helps you know, the lashes blend together better. And then if you had any eyeshadow or anything fall into the lashes, that'll clear all that out of that. See how them lashes just pop with the mascara? I don't even have lashes on yet. So, all right, now it's time for the lashes. They were just some basic mink lashes that I got from the beauty supply store. I can't remember the brand of it, but quality really good. Real light, gave me a little winged eye effect. So normally I use hair glue, but I'm gonna use this here. It's called Callus or something like that. I got it off Amazon a while ago and it's pretty good. Now that I have my fan, I could just blow it like that and save my breath. Oh, shoot. See what I'm saying? All right, that's why you really have to make sure that your lash glue is tacky, like really tacky. But that's why I don't like using them glues. I'd rather use my hair glue because it just dries super fast. Like this here, I don't have time to just sit there and let it dry. You know what I'm saying? I want that lash to hit as soon as I touch it. See, that's all I needed. Oh, a lash just make a beautiful difference. Oh my God. Bam. All right. All right, now that we finished the eyes, you know what? I don't think I set my concealer underneath it, underneath my brow. Let's do that. I don't know how I forgot that. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder on this small brush and just lightly. See, look at the difference that made. Always set your liquid. Always. Anything liquid or cream you use, set it with a powder. Now for the lips. I'm going to wipe off that lip gloss I had on because it did what I needed it to do. My lips are still smooth. Well, they're now, oh wait. All right, they're now smooth. I want to make sure they're dry, they're not wet. Because if they are, it will definitely mess up that matte lipstick. So I'm using these two colors by Morphe. I say Morphe. Some people say Morphe. I say Morphe. So it's a darker brown in the color Sweet Tea. And then it's a lighter color in the color Virgin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the darker brown on the outside part of my lip. I'm gonna leave the center open because that's what we're gonna put the lighter color to create that, you know, pout, ombre look. But I want this to dry just a little bit. See, this where your fan come in handy. All right, once that's dry, I'm gonna use the lighter color, put in the inside, just a little bit. Just like that, okay? So if you want something natural, nude like this, you could leave it. Now, of course, I want a little bit more drama, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. I'm going to use the darker brown eyeshadow in my palette, which was the one that I did for my corner crease. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my brush on both sides, dust it off, and then outline my lip. See the difference I made? Now, if you really want to be fancy, I'm gonna use this white color here. As you can see, I used it before. And put in the center of my lip. And this, you know, is from my foundation palette. Oh, he got money. Come here. From what? Schoolhouse. How was school? This is my son. Come on, speak, Taj. YouTube, this is Taj. He is a senior this year. He almost out the house. I can't wait. See how that just popped my lip? I'm gonna leave it matte, but of course, you know, you can put gloss on top of it and finish it however you want. But this is the look. All right, now I gotta, let me do my baby hairs and get my hair together, and then I'll come back. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I am complete. I went and touched up my edges and everything like that, put my earrings on, and this is it. Oh, also, I didn't even tell y'all, the top knot, it's been in 4 days now, like 4 or 5 days. It lasted, like it's coming down a little bit, but it did good. So definitely watch that video if you did not watch that video. This is how I did my short hair in a top knot bun. Super easy video, and the hairstyle lasted. So yeah, get into it. But definitely comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't. Let me know in the comment box what you think about the video, if you have any suggestions about any other videos or something like that. And if you're not yet subscribed, come on, it's time for you to join the family now. We getting lit over here. We doing videos every couple of days, like, so come on. So, but thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time.